Let's get started with our first news. If there's one middleweight out there who knows a thing or two about wrestling at a high level, it's Yoel Romero. In addition to being an Olympic silver medalist, Romero is also a former grappling world champion and a 5-time Pan Am champion. With those credentials, there are very few people in the world who understand the dynamics of elite-level grappling better than him. The way Romero sees things, when Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Du Plessis share the octagon, Chimaev is probably going to have a slight grappling advantage over the current champion. It's a bold claim, especially given Du Plessis' own physicality and resilience, but Romero has a strong reason for his belief. During an appearance on Submission Radio this week, Romero weighed in on the potential grappling exchanges in a Chimaev vs Du Plessis fight, a matchup that hasn't been officially announced yet but is expected to take place before the end of this year. According to Romero, while Du Plessis is undoubtedly strong and well-rounded, Chimaev's wrestling is on another level. Romero stated, "It's very difficult, but 60-40, Chimaev 60%, Du Plessis 40%. The wrestling for Chimaev right now is very, very dangerous. It's Olympic level." This assessment highlights just how much respect Romero has for Chimaev's skill set. If someone with Romero's background says that Chimaev's wrestling is on an Olympic level, it's something everyone should take seriously. But that wasn't the only thing Romero spoke about during his time on Submission Radio. He also had some words of advice for Israel Adesanya, who's fresh off his 3rd loss in a row. The way Romero sees it, his former foe needs to take some time off to rest and recharge. The back-to-back fights, the wars inside the cage, and the pressure of constantly staying at the top have clearly taken a toll on Adesanya's body. Romero said, "Israel, he needed time. He needed rest. That's what I think he needs, to rest a little bit because too much damage." The problem is, the UFC doesn't give you time. When the UFC calls you, you need to come because you have a contract. Now, he needs to think about training, but not too hard. Not too hard in the sparring. He needs to go to training like a therapy, a recovery for the body. He doesn't need now too much sparring. That is my opinion for Israel. If he wants to be back again, he needs to recover the body. But he's still training very hard. It's not good. Romero's concern is clear. Adesanya needs to heal before he even thinks about stepping back into the octagon. Meanwhile, although Romero is already set to fight in the GFL this summer, he's also set to compete in Mike Perry's Dirty Boxing promotion on this weekend's card. The veteran fighter continues to test himself in different combat sports, proving that even at this stage of his career, he's still as dangerous as ever. So what do you guys think? Is Romero right about Chimaev having the advantage over Du Plessis? And will Adesanya listen to his advice and take some time off? Let us know your thoughts. Moving on to another news. Tom Aspinall may get a new opponent, not Jon Jones. For months, fans have been eagerly waiting to see a heavyweight showdown between Tom Aspinall and the reigning champion, Jon Jones. Aspinall himself has been vocal about his desire to fight Jones, believing that this matchup is the ultimate test for his skills. The UFC too has reassured him countless times that the fight will happen. However, in a recent turn of events, Jon Jones has revealed that he will require 6 months to properly prepare for Tom once the fight is officially booked. This announcement has now led to speculation that the UFC may take a different route. Instead of waiting for Jones to recover and prepare, the promotion might look for an alternative opponent for Aspinall. Speaking on this situation, Aspinall shared his thoughts, making it clear that while he still believes the fight will happen, he understands the uncertainty surrounding it. He revealed that he has a meeting with the UFC next week to discuss potential options for his next fight. Aspinall said, "I've been in the rooms with the UFC brass, Dana, Hunter, the rest of them, a few times, and they told me that it's happening. That's all I can go off. I'm the same as everybody else. I get tagged in articles on social media. I'm hearing rumors on the street and the rest of it. The people who know are the UFC brass. Really, when I've sat down and spoken to them, they're confident it happens. I trust that it's going to happen if they're telling me that." Despite his trust in the UFC, the uncertainty remains. While Jon Jones is still recovering, the heavyweight division can't afford to stay inactive for too long. Fighters like Sergey Pavlovich, Cyril Gane, and Jailton Almeida are all in the mix, and any of them could step up to face Aspinall if the UFC decides to move in a different direction. During an interview with Adam Catterall, Tom was directly asked whether there's a real chance that the UFC does not go forward with the Jones fight. Could they potentially match him up with someone else instead? Tom responded, "Well, I've got a meeting about that next week, so I will let you know on that. For right now, we've got a meeting about it. I'll find out more then." This statement only adds to the mystery. What will the UFC decide? Will they wait for Jon Jones, or will they give Aspinall a new challenger? Fans are eagerly waiting for an answer, and next week's meeting might give us some much needed clarity. What do you guys think? Should Aspinall wait for Jon Jones, or should he take on a new opponent? Let us know your thoughts. Moving on to the last news. Ilia Topuria says he will fight with a new identity. As most of you know by now, Ilia Topuria has officially made the decision to relinquish his featherweight title and make the move to the lightweight division. This is a major shift in his career, as he leaves behind a division where he was dominant and now steps into one of the toughest and most stacked divisions in the UFC. At the moment, Topuria does not have a fight scheduled. Many speculated that he might receive an immediate title shot against Islam Makhachev, but it seems that will not be the case. A member of Islam's team recently made it clear that the lightweight champion is firm in his stance. If Topuria wants a shot at the belt, he must prove himself first by defeating a top contender in the division. Despite this, Topuria remains confident and focused as he embarks on this next chapter of his career, and in a recent statement, he revealed something that has intrigued fans. He will be stepping into the octagon with a new identity. Topuria stated, "El Matador has been my ally in every fight, but next time I'll step into the octagon with a new identity, a new era." This cryptic statement has left fans wondering, what exactly does he mean by new identity? Is this just a new mindset, or is he making even bigger changes to his fighting style, approach, or even his persona inside the octagon? Whatever the case may be, it's clear that Topuria is ready to make a statement in the lightweight division. Meanwhile, Bryce Mitchell, who has been a top contender in the featherweight division, has also expressed interest in facing Topuria. Mitchell has been on a roll lately, stacking up wins and proving himself as a legitimate threat. However, with Topuria moving up to lightweight, the chances of this fight happening seem uncertain. This decision to move up in weight has sparked a lot of debate among fans and analysts. Some believe it's a smart move, as cutting weight can take a serious toll on a fighter's body, and the lightweight division presents new opportunities. Others feel that Topuria should have stayed at featherweight to defend his title and further solidify his legacy. Regardless of the opinions, Topuria seems determined to make his mark in his new weight class. The lightweight division is currently stacked with elite talent: Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, and of course the reigning champion, Islam Makhachev. If Topuria can transition successfully and secure a few big wins, he could find himself in title contention sooner than expected. However, the road ahead will not be easy. The lightweight division is a war zone, and he will have to prove that he belongs at the top. That's all for today's Combat Sports Update. Stay tuned for more news on Khamzat Chimaev, Tom Aspinall, Ilia Topuria, and all the latest happenings in the world of MMA and boxing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news, analysis, and updates. Until next time, stay safe and keep supporting your favorite fighters.